Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sara. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Alix Earle and how she adjusted her attire to match a shade that wouldn't be in her palette. And then I'm also going to take us through some other options that we could work towards to adjust as well. So these are going to be tips like if you are somebody who's light or soft that wears black, these are going to be some really good tips for you. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and we'll get into it. So Alix Earle showed up to the AMAs in a beautiful black gown. The only thing is you can tell Alix Earle is very light. Look at her brows, look at her hair color. She does have a little bit of contrast with her eyes, so that was helping the equation. If you notice how she adjusted her look to match better was that big chunky necklace. That big glittery diamond necklace really helps separate the dress, that shade, that black color from her face, and it kind of softens it a little bit, that harsh like black line. Now the other thing is we always recommend bringing the color down because what's happening is light is coming in and it's reflecting back onto us. So if we're wearing the wrong color, it's reflecting the wrong color onto our faces, for example. Now because this is so low cut, it works even better. So if you are going to wear black, lower the better, also breaking it up with some chunky jewelry. Now, because black is a high contrast color, the other thing, I guess the important thing is what we're trying to do is create contrast. We are trying to give Alix Earle as much contrast as we possibly can without like dyeing her hair, for example. So some changes that I would have made just to bring more contrast to her, because right now I feel like I almost instantly look at the gown, like it feels heavy. I don't want to look right at her. When I just drag my eyes across the image of her, I'm kind of just drawn to the color and not to her face. And I want to look into her eyes. If I'm communicating with somebody, the first thing I want to do is arrive in the room. I don't want my dress to arrive in the room before me. So what can we do to create more contrast? Now, the one thing that I always say is going to give you more depth is pulling your hair back, especially with Alix because she has those darker roots. So pulling the hair back. I also darkened her brows a bit to kind of match her roots. So now we are adding more contrast. We're bringing more depth to her hair and her brows. So now we're kind of creating that frame around her face. So when we look at her face. Also, I gave her some big chunky earrings to help frame her face again, from her neckline, which is like the big necklace, to her ears, which have the diamonds now. So we are framing here and here. We gave her hair to frame up here so people don't go above her. So we now have the frame going all the way around her face. And then we brought in brows, the frames of the face, and we brought in a little bit of a cooler and bolder lip color. Remember, makeup is going to help so much. Oh, and I darkened her lashes as well because we're trying to create clarity. So a deeper lash, a bolder lip, bolder brows, a little bit heavier hair look, because a slick back bun, or this is generated using AI, but trying to get something that creates more contrast. So slicking it back using gel will do those things. And that's why I always say we're trying to create that frame. So now instead of her dress feeling a bit heavy, we're looking at her eyes. We're looking at her face now. We're straight to her instead of drawing the attention to the dress or behind her. And that's the most important with color analysis. Now, I'm a firm believer you can wear whatever shade you want. Whatever makes you happy is the most important thing. But if you are going to step out of your palette, we can adjust that. That is why when you do a color analysis, they say no makeup, leave your hair natural. Like you don't want to adjust you and create more contrast, for example, with this look. I'm all about wearing the wrong shades because I love to figure out different techniques to adjust myself to be able to wear that. Now, I didn't just want to go off and say, here's what she could have done. I also want to put her in the right color. So I did something to match her eyes, that blue shade. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit softer. The other thing I did do is I lessened her faux tan. So do you see how around her chest area, it is really warm? Now remember, Alix is very cool. So that really warm skin tone she has, her overtone, is now making her hair look a little bit yellow. So if we adjust that out, I just took out the skin tone, you can kind of see her hair looks more of a cooler blonde than a warm blonde. So it's still cool, but now it looks more intentional. It doesn't look as yellow. It's not going to read as yellow because there's no warmth around it. So we did cooler skin tone, changed the color of her dress, and it gave her a little bit of a cooler lip. So her original lip, it was pretty neutral, but I just wanted to give it a little bit more of a magenta color to it and switch that into the cooler territory. So now we have this look. We have two options on wearing black, pulling the hair back, creating frames with jewelry is really key. Creating contrast with lip and makeup, eye makeup, lip colors does that. Contour creates more contrast as well. Darkening the brows. Again, all these small little tips, but they change so much about a look. And then for Alix Earle, because she is on the lighter side, she has lighter features. I didn't want that dress to feel heavy. My favorite is a blue on her because it brings out the color of her eyes. Now, I want to remind you, it's okay. You can wear whatever you want, however you want to wear it, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're trying to dress more in harmony using a color analysis palette, these are some of those small things that we can adjust and change to make it work a little bit better for you. Now, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or like the video. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in our next color class video.